Yo, yo. We are back for a pull day. Now, before we get too deep into today's vlog, can I call this? I'm not really vlogging. Today's lift. Let's be serious. Today's lift. Need to clear the air. I am not. I am not a Heat fan. Even though I am dripped out head to toe in Heat gear. Two things. One, this whole tracksuit was $20. Okay? So I am balling on a budget. So I had to get it. And one thing you notice about me, like throughout the lifts, I spend an absurd, not an absurd, but like a majority of my spending goes towards drip. And I think that is valid. Like if you're not focused on dripping yourself out, like what are you making money for? You know? But point being, so one, this was $20 total. And two, y'all will see, I got these Nike Total 90 shoes, and they're in like pink, and they go perfect with the fit. So it's like, I had to bust it out today. And if you're wondering why I'm even talking about this, Giannis, Greek freak, just got traded to the Heat, which is like a big deal if you watch basketball. I don't, but I keep up with sports. My sport of choice is football. Commanders fan till I die, baby. Born and raised in DC. Always been a Commanders fan. Plus, sport of choice, like I played that in high school. I love football. Basketball, I played also. Like I played a bunch of sports when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, I was like, in 8th grade, 180 pounds of fat, like pure, I was like a pure lard on the court. Like imagine being a 5'8" center. Not 5'8", not even 5'8", I was like a 5'6", 5'7" center in middle school. So it was fun when you're like the tall big guy for a while, but you know, your boy kind of capped out around 6 foot, so can't be a 6 foot center. I'm saying 6 foot. I'm 5'11", okay? Like 5'10" and a half, 5'11". But no one says like 5'10" and a half, so you gotta round up. So you gotta go 5'11". And when you're 5'11", like you're basically 6 foot. Alright? You're basically there. Okay. But yes, back to the lift. So today we're hitting a pull day. So same pull day as always. Nothing too crazy. But I posted a video yesterday about warm-up sets that started to get a lot of people kind of worked up. Like, guys, you don't have to overcomplicate. That's the whole issue. The whole issue is you overcomplicate simple things like warming up. Like, it is not that deep. Like, just please go warm up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why there's so many rules people add to lifting and like dieting and like, it's a simple science at the end of the day. And within the first, like once you understand, like I said this before, the first principles of a couple things, you can just start to find out what works for you. Like, you don't have to figure out the most optimal thing to do all the time. Like for certain things, like just understand the basics and apply them. That's all it is. Like, so many people overcomplicate the simple stuff. Just understand the basics and then do what works for you. That's all it is. I'm gonna slam today's pre-workout. Back on the honey. It's crazy. I thought honey was like super calorically dense for the amount of carbs it has, but it's not. That's how we're looking like today. It's a pretty busy day at work, so I'm gonna keep my yaps kind of short so I can get back, but we'll see y'all inside for the poll day. Alright, so many dudes here. Actually, not so many. Actually, no one was stressed. There's just some people like 6 you don't warm. Where you're not exhausting yourself for your work, you're getting in the room. Last week I did 8 for the first, 6 for the second. So I want to make sure that, so I think I can do 8. There we go. It's progress. Nice stretch on these. Oof. Too much of good. Great form reset? Question mark. Okay, we're gonna do the standing for the sake of saving the setup time. Sometimes you just gotta do it, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Just can't skip the lift. As long as I'm not swinging on these. Right there. Two more. Gotta show off fit for today. These. You also saw the pink foams earlier too. Alright. We gotta focus up. Front bicep curls now. It's important to control your breathing on these. Breathing, momentum. Two things to keep in check with these. As soon as you start feeling your back get into it, drop it. 2 more. Told you, bro. Arms always get the extra love. Sometimes your left could do it, but your right can't. I was gonna make a joke at the end of the last clip, but I restrained myself. I'm gonna focus. Gotta get back to a sped up lift, but all good. Last set of biceps, rear delts, ready. Some left. Come on. Drop the weight back out. Making sure I get it good. Right up here, I need to add a ton of mechanical tension for it. So I don't want to go crazy in adding weight, more so focus on that stretch. Honestly, like even more lower. Double check my setting. Alright. One more. Alright, last one out of here. Sorry, no pose down today. The much I wanted to. I was all fitted up and everything. But I gotta get back to work. Duty calls. The day job calls. Even though we're progressing here, we gotta progress everywhere else too, right? I care about that, so you should too. Make sure you're progressing on all aspects. That's real progress right there. Set your goals, work towards meeting them. That's all it is. See y'all post the discussion in the car. Yo, yo, yo. A little bit of a mobile post-lift discussion today because I gotta get back. Got a meeting added to my calendar and I want to make sure I make it. But I guess the theme then, of this post-lift discussion is the fact that sometimes optimal isn't always possible, which is kind of the hard reality of what life is, right? Like everyone's always like, oh, it's just life. Yeah, shit happens, it's just life. But like, what that actually means is that you need to understand the basic principles of what makes like certain things optimal, right? Like rest periods, you could be super optimal and like what makes the best rest period between sets for specific sets, whatever. You could be super optimal in how earlier in the day you have your pre-workout, how many carbs you have pre-workout, etc. Like there are so many things you can optimize, but the thing is, life doesn't always allow for optimization. But that doesn't mean we skip out on our goals. I think oftentimes people always have this all or nothing mindset, and that's not just limited to the gym. Like, let's say you have a goal that you want to meet. Any goal, take any goal. And just because you might not be able to meet 100% of your expectation for that goal, doesn't mean you should shoot for like 50%, if only 50% is possible. Sometimes you can only afford to do the 50%. And that's totally okay. The issue becomes when you're consistently only doing 50%. That means something's got to change. But most of the time, like, I'd say maybe 10 out of 10 times you should aim for more than 10% of the expectation that you set for yourself. What I mean by that is like every time you can expect that you're gonna at least accomplish 10% of what you wanted to accomplish, because life might not allow for the full 100%. But at the same time, like when you are creating your goals, you got to be smart about them so that more than 50% of the time, so more than 5 out of 10 times, you are meeting your goals 100%. There's a lot of numbers in this, a lot of math, but the point being is don't have an all or nothing mindset. Today, for example, I could have just as easily delayed my pull day. Actually, I sat in my car right before I went inside and I was like, shit, should I just wait till after work to hit this? But I was already there, you know? And so I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna go in. I'm already here. I already had my pre-workout meal, already drank my pre-workout. So what I'm gonna do is go in and hit this lift the best that I can, which is a hard decision. And it was for me for the longest time. Like, trust me, I always wanted to be 100%. But it's just the hard reality that you might not always be able to get that. And that's not going to be dependent on you. There's going to be so many other things. Someone might add this meeting to your calendar. What are you going to do? Skip it? You got to go. You got to do your job, right? So get out of the all or nothing kind of mindset. And that kind of comes with setting a good routine that you can adhere to and being consistent with. You know, don't always optimize for the perfect day. Like, don't build your routine around the perfect day, because you're not always going to have that perfect day. Build your routine around non-negotiables that you know you're going to hit. Speed bump. Anyways, we're back where we started. I'm going to go and knock out this post-lift meeting. And then after work, slam a post-workout meal. Not optimal, but we're going to get it done. That's all it is. See y'all for leg day tomorrow.